Evening all, this is a little video diary talking about one particular song that I can't wait to finish and get out there. I've got so many songs, as I always say, that I need to release. But this one's going to be part of the Fairytales EP. Fairytales already out there to those that are subscribed to my mailing list. And this is a song that, according to my band, is one of the most satisfying songs I've ever written to play. I have to agree with what they say. I wrote it. It's called Driving Passenger. You might remember the acoustic video. I'll give you a little clip of that in a second. I just wrote something that I wanted to go fladdumm down down. I just had this kind of like fladdumm thing in my head, and that's all it was. It was a song from that. It was written from that little concept, that sound in my head. I just wanted something that went, like that. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So it was born, and it's called Driving Passenger. And I didn't think about the lyrics too much. For once, I often toil over my lyrics and get the theme really locked down. But I kind of allowed this one to just say whatever I said and let it be. And let it be a bit more ambiguous than, so I could have maybe made more of the lyrics or if I wanted to, but I quite liked having lines in there that could be taken in a range of different ways and not worrying too much about that. I'll just jump in here to say though that lyrically it's kind of about that feeling of not being in control of your own destiny, your own life, your own choices. It's about feeling like you've got more to give to the world, feeling like you've got a lot on offer, but no one's visiting the cinema screen. It's about that kind of feeling trapped, or feeling like you've got more to give, and not necessarily being in control of your own destiny. Of course, that's the goal, isn't it? It's also about some of the conflict that are in all my songs, really, to do with family life versus music, and how to get the balance of those two things, and why perhaps there's a couple of lines in there that are perhaps asking why I was always what am I so desperately driven to keep doing music for anyway? What part of it is, well, what am I running away from? It's always felt like I wanted to run off and do this, chase this thing, but what am I chasing and what am I running away from? So there's some questions in there, but it's the same conflict that have been in a lot of my songs in the last decade. This is what it goes like anyway. This is the acoustic recording I did a bit.
Just a passenger in the driving seat in my own world. I am just a prisoner in the pleasure park, looking through the bar. I'm a screen in the cinema, never had a visitor, but the film shows round and round. At least you know that it's turning in, and at least you say something. What are you running away from? What are you running away from? I am just a...
As you can see, it goes fladdumm like that. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted something with that kind of energy. But the band have gone and we've recorded it. It's all there. The guitars are in. It's not mixed yet. And And the version we've got has drums, has acoustic guitar, it's got bass, it's got an organ part played in there as well by Dan. It's got some electric guitars, and there's a possibility we're going to rejig some of the electric guitars and do some other bits as well. But it's just such a pumping track, and it's just nice to write stuff that you enjoy playing, and that the band enjoyed as well. I wanted something with some energy in it. But I can't use my voice at the moment. It feels a lot better than it did actually recently. A week or two ago, I sounded awful. Even just talking was really wearing me out. Feels a little bit more normal at the moment, which is interesting. But I still am having an operation on it soon. So it's going to be months before I can sing. What a strange time. We've got COVID cancelling all the gigs. I would have spent all summer driving up and down the country, playing people's weddings and all the rest of it. Here I am not having sung for months, which is very strange. But I've enjoyed the break, but I'm starting to get to the point now where I could really do with, I'm realising that I miss it. It took me a while, actually, but I definitely miss it. And if there's anything I miss, it's definitely doing the originals with the band, which happens just once every blue moon. But this is what it sounds like with the band, Fladdumm. But you can't hear my vocals because it's just a guide track. I don't know what you know about recording, but I stood in the control room with Neil Seagrott, who's our producer, and just recorded in a little SM58 while Josh was playing the drums, and we've just used that as a guide. So it's not the proper recording. Everything else is the proper recording, but it's not mixed yet, so the instruments are all a bit all over the place and getting in each other's way. It's got a massive solo from Greg. So we're very much looking forward to getting this one done. I'd love to get in the studio and just do this vocal on this one. It's going to take no time to get it finished when I'm back up to full strength. And I just wanted to talk about it. So we've released Fairytales. I've also I say released. I've let people on my email subscriber list hear it, get a download of it. Some people have generously donated towards it as well. Thank you very much again for that. We put A Man Without a Boat on a private SoundCloud link to listen to as well. That was the second track, which is going to be on Fairytales. And a few people have listened to that as well. Very few people. The numbers are very small. Very, very small. But on the other hand, I'm moving in the right direction with it, and it's growing in the right direction. And every time I sort of promote things and do things, I'm moving in the direction that I want to. I've got more subscribers all the time. I started from scratch, completely started again from scratch with my email list, which is crazy after all these years. And it's something like 78 people now. So it's doubled in the last couple of months. So that's great. I can't really complain about that. I keep looking at it thinking, I should have that, I should have this, I should have that, I should have thousands of people by now. I haven't managed to keep a good email list and keep contact with people and make that work. So I am where I am. It's tragic in some ways, but on the other hand, all I can do is work from where I am now and move forward and keep building, keep rebuilding and trying to get people interested who used to like my music and get people interested who've never heard it before as well. This is one that, like I say, we'll enjoy putting out there. There's one more track that's ready to go pretty much, or it's half recorded, not quite as finished as this one, called Changing Blue, which I've done a couple of acoustic videos of as well. Yeah, so that's it. Just a little chat about this song, Driving Passenger. Have a little listen to, I'll put a link to the other video if I can in YouTube. Have a listen to the acoustic version if you so wish. And and let me know if you like it. I'm going to do a few more of these videos and try and be a bit more, I need to remember where to look, be a bit more consistent with my posts on YouTube. So please make a comment, talk to me, let's engage, let's get chatting. See you next time.